Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you listen to Attacking the Beats on IllMuzik.com. So this week we've got another... hold on, how many beats we got this week? We have 5 beats. All right, so I'm going to check these out and see what's up, see what's going on, and see what kind of shit the IllMuzik aliens are doing right now and see how good they are or not. All right, so okay, let's check it out. We'll get to it right away. First up, we've got Beautiful Noise with Dreamscape. Let's check it out.
You're certainly making a beautiful noise.
All right. Okay, so that was Beautiful Noise with Dreamscape. All right, so this one here, first of all, it's I like the piano at the beginning, the way you had it, you know, the really hi-fi and stuff like that. So then you drop it in and stuff. So I like that, but the drum loop, it's just not working, man. It's just that sorry, not the drum loop, the piano loop is just not working. It's actually quite annoying after a while, but you know, I had that problem years ago too. I had this piano loop like that, and I was like, I found this. It's, you know, it's hard sometimes. You find this piano or whatever, and it sounds good, and you just can't really do much with it. So, like for example, I had this one. It was this somebody had actually done the piano for me, and they sent me the piano, and I was like, okay, it sounds nice as is, but then when I chopped it up, I was like, I can't really do much with this. I ended up using just one piece, just like one, like, that's it. And then the rest, I just added in other shit. So I just added in some strings and some horns or whatever. Really, because there's times you can't really do much. So I think that's the same thing with this, in this situation, you know, the same case. So I would just take the first part, put that in, and then make the beat actually slower. The drums are fine, but like I said, if you're going to do like I'm saying, like I would just slow it down and just make a slower track, you know, just make some slower drums and just, you know, take your time with that piano, or just scrap the piano, really, because there's times where you just need to get rid of that shit. I don't know, it just doesn't work. I don't know. But if you're going to keep it, I would say chop it up some more and just use it sparingly, you know. Add some other things, like, you know, like you need a bass line. In this case, you need to add some bass and stuff. So, but really, that's about it. So I wouldn't use this piano loop. I would just, like I said, slow things down, and then just use a small piece of that piano and add some other instruments into it and see what happens with it. that's about it. I mean, because like I said, from my own experience, that's what I had to do. So give it a shot. All right. Okay, so next up, who we got here? We've got Matty Jones to beat this winner with Dark City. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Matty Jones with Dark City. Now, this one just won the Beat This competition in early January. And I voted for this beat, and because it was just good. I mean, there was just a lot of good. Actually, there's 21 beats in that one. So there's a lot of beats in that competition. And this is the one that really stood up for me. And a lot of those beats were good, but this one... so same case here. I mean, it's a really dope beat because the way you build it up, I really feel that. And I always tell people to add in little riffs here and there and stuff of if needed or whatever. So like in this case, you add it in as the beat goes on. It just keeps carrying on, and instead of just changing up the loop or whatever, you just continue everything on, and then you bring in a little piano part. Then after that, you bring in the little synth part towards the end and shit, that's really good as you keep doing that and stuff. So that's why I try to tell people, just you don't have to keep changing shit up all the time, like drastically. Just keep the beat smooth, keep it running along, just keep it going, just keep it moving, and then just add things in here and there and stuff. If you really listen to some beats from famous producers like what was it, what's their name? Was it Organized Noise? Did Outkast years ago in the 90s? Anyway, I think it was those guys. Anyway, those guys, I mean, I never heard stuff like that before. I mean, their beats were like that. It was just, they just kept shit moving along, and they just kept bringing things in, take things out. That's what people need to do. It just makes the beat so much better. So instead of just having loops and loops and loops, just keep it moving. So anyway, this beat, I'm rambling on, but anyway, this beat, dope shit. I'm really feeling it. Good stuff. All right. So next up, what do we have here? We've got Mickey Moore with Everything Around Me Green. All right, let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Mickey Moore with Everything Around Me Cream. Okay. So with this beat here, what's interesting is it's mixed well. I mean, I like the way that everything sounds in the mix. That's good. But I just find there's just too many things going on, and you have to see that. I mean, it's just like, first of all, you get the horror movie keys. I mean, I love that shit. It just keeps going on and on. So that's good. But it wasn't until about the 1 minute mark where I could really get into the beat, because that's when the drums were kind of steady. But then you take them out again and stuff. So you got to keep it going on, because there's just too much shit happening and stuff. So like it's kind of hard to review it, because there's just too many change ups, really, in a way. So too many little breakdowns and stuff. Now I'm assuming, like, actually this could be good for an MC, depending on whatever the style or the lyrics or whatever. But that's my first thought. Like, I thought this is probably like some kind of beat for some kind of rapper. I don't know, but really, yeah, it's just too many things happening and stuff, So, but they sounded good. But like I said, there was just no. To me, it just sounded like there was no structure. That's the only thing I would fix with this. But other than that, I mean, I liked what you had. I just need to hear something consistently all the way through. So, yeah, so that's it. Good job, though. All right, so we have next here. We've got On and Calf. Is that right? I don't know. You gotta tell me, man. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names, some of these titles and shit. All right, with She Smiled. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was On and Calf with She Smiled. That's bothering me, that name. You gotta tell me the name, man. How to pronounce that shit. All right, so so you got the sample going on, which sounds good. But when the rest of the beat comes in, the rest of the instruments, man, it just doesn't sound like it goes with it. Because there's certain parts where the sample, it just didn't sound like it was in key with the rest, like especially with the low end, it just sounded out of tune or whatever. So you could try to fix that, but I know how it is. Sometimes you get these samples, and when you have a sample and then you're working it with some kind of some other instruments, it just doesn't fit. So as the beat kept going on, though, like, it sounded good with the drums and the strings and all that stuff, and the vocal snippet there. I mean, it did sound nice. I thought to myself, you know what? Honestly, I'd love to hear this beat without that sample, without that key sample. So, try that. I mean, try taking that out and just putting, if you're going to use some other instruments, I'm assuming those other instruments came from a keyboard or whatever. like a synth or whatever. So I mean, I could be wrong, but let's say they were. Then just instead of using this sample of a keyboard or whatever, just use something from the keyboard. So because it's hard to really get into tune sometimes. I mean, you could do something drastic like use auto tune or whatever, but no. I mean, there's times where you just need to just play with the sample and just try to get it to play nice with, let's say the low end, for example, just with the bass line. Just tried to get it to go in tune. That's all. So. But like I said, I like the rest of it. It's just for some reason that sample just didn't go with it. So, yeah. All right. So who we got here? We got next. Okay, last beat. Last beat is from Sam Rothstein with "So Hard in the City." Let's check it out. All right, so that was Sam Rothstein with "So Hard in the City." All right, so this track, you know what? This track is really fucking nice, man. I mean, it's just nice. I mean, I'm really feeling this. The mixing was really good. It just sounded nice and lively. You had the piano and the keys in there. Then you started bringing in an organ. I mean, how many times do you hear organ in hip hop? I mean, the organs there. I'm like, man, it's just sitting there. I'm like, this is so cool. I mean, you got an organ, So, I mean, like a lot of people use organ, but still, it's just cool to hear that. It just because it fits well. It's not like you're just having some organ just going dan, 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 all the way through. It comes in at the right time towards the end, so that was good. So, like I said, great production. I'm really feeling it. The main thing that bothers me though is that kick. The snare is nice. You get that like a hand clap snare. It's beautiful. It's the kick. It just sounds too punchy to me, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're just because I got headphones on. I'm listening to this shit. It just sounds very punchy. Maybe on some monitors, right? You're gonna hear it differently. I don't know, but I just hear it very, very punchy. So that's the only thing. It just as it kept going on, it's the only thing I kept hearing. I'm like, hey, this kick just go away already. I'm like, I need something thicker. So I mean, I had that years ago. I found this drum track. It sounded nice, like a drum loop, I should say. It sounded nice, and I chopped it up, and it sounded great. But then the kick was just too punchy. I mean, the speakers were just thumping too hard, so I knew I had to change it. So I got this other kick, and surprisingly, like it just happened this way. But it was thick, but not too thick, and it played in so nice with the bass line. Like it just matched. It was completely in tune. So that's the only thing I recommend is change that kick, and just make it thicker. It's just too punchy. So give it a thick kick, and that'll blend in so well with the rest of it, because like I said, the whole thing, it's a very nice production, very well done. The only drawback is that kick, man. It's driving me nuts, man. So other than that, though, great job, though. All right, so that's it from me. That was it for this week. I'm Mr. Fade, and this is Attack of the Beats. Make sure you send in your beats for the next episode or whatever, and I'll check them out. So that's it. And my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drum roll please, Matty Jones with Dark City. Let's check it out.